Today's topic is very interesting topic. Actually, I would like to discuss about career development, and I'm calling it as educated and informed approach towards career development. That is because I'm going to discuss those options which are related to the academic and your professional development, and finally we will be discussing about all different options, specifically what I know about and what seems to be best to me, and those things I would like to discuss before you. And you can say this is a kind of opinion I hold, this is the way the things should be done in my opinion, and there can be alternate approaches, there can be many other different ways to approach towards a career or make a career of future career for yourself. So it is not anything that is you can say hard and fast. This is one of the ways, you can say. Okay. Having said that, let us move to the actual topic. Okay, so let us start. So this particular plan which I am talking about is applicable to the to 2025, where we see a lot of development has occurred on the side of artificial intelligence, and that is going to be very that is going to bring a lot of changes on our employment scenario. So let us see how we can approach towards the education and development. What I am talking about is applicable to those people who are planning for a kind of career development after class 12. That means they are past class 12 and they are going to move step into the actual professional development side, or you can say undergraduate or postgraduate study they are going to work on. So before you do anything, I believe that one should observe himself and go for a self-discovery kind of thing. He or she should look for what he or she likes, because when you actually work on something on a serious way, you have to put time on that, you have to put efforts, and if you do not like the subject you will be working upon, then probably your working will be half-hearted, your effort will not be full-fledged effort, you won't be able to provide. So that is why it is important that you do something which you actually like. That's the first thing I believe. That is why in the step 1 I am saying self-discovery. Find your passions and access the natural strength, or assess the natural strength and inclinations. You need to observe yourself, you need to find what you exactly like, whether you like humanities, science or technology, or maybe medical science, legal, judiciary and other things. You may be interested in the social development, psychological, on the human psychology. So it is up to you what exactly you are, what makes you happy and what makes you curious about the subject, which you will probably put effort to learn about that particular subject. That is very important. Now, once you have done that, the step 2 is educate yourself for specialization, which I called as domain knowledge, and upskill yourself on certain areas which are required to continue on that particular domain. It may be supporting tools, it may be something which is important to continue with that kind of development process, right? So, going to the next part, next slide. Once you have actually found out what exactly you like, discuss with your parents, discuss with your friends, and finally, and stick to your stand. If you are actually willing to learn about a particular subject, to decide about yourself. Don't get influenced by everyone, because it may happen so that people will say that why are you going towards that may not be so interesting, it may not be getting you a lot of good employment opportunities, or maybe it is not it is not something which is being practiced today. It may not. You have to find out what is being practiced today and whether the persons who are guiding you, they are really saying something which you should listen to. That is very important. So, while doing the self-discovery, and this particular step requires self-discovery. I am talking about is self-discovery and setting goals. How you are going to set your goals. So, be observant about yourselves. Check if you like something specifically. Are you spending long time on something which are you passionate towards the particular work you are planning for? Can it be turned into a kind of specialization? These questions need to be answered. What educational background is required and how to upskill myself to get there? That's very important. Okay. So finally, once we have decided about the particular domain, okay, once we have decided about the domain, then we have to acquire the educational background and upskill. These are the two things which you need to do. Now, here there is a piece of advice from my side. Set your goals such that you like your profession, number one. Second, you can spend long hours without being tired or bored. That's very important, right? Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now, choosing your education. Here, this step says that explore something that is future proof, because time is changing, new technologies are coming, new concepts are coming, approaches are changing. So you have to think about the future as well as the current state of the things, and then you have to choose your specific domain which you will be interested about. Some of those examples are technology and data related things, which are software, core engineering and data science. Then It may be about business and strategy, which includes finance, marketing, and economics. These are some examples I am talking about. Business is important because everything is about people work for money, and unless you do some kind of business, you don't earn money. You may go for a startup, you may go for employment, whatever you may be doing. So it is something about actual business. Now, health and wellness. This is a very important topic because everywhere, in every nation, in every country, every region will have people. People, not only people, there will be other animals, plants and everything. So living things are there, and about yourself also, you need to, you may be interested in health and wellness related subjects like medical, psychology, biology, nutrition. These are some of the examples which I may see. Then sustainability related subjects like environmental science, energy, spelling is wrong, anyway, energy, geology. Then we can think about creative and human interest related things like designing, content development. Then you can think about core subjects like history, geography, science, sociology, archaeology, geology. Everything is there. These many different topics are there on this area, and you have plenty of different options where you can go to. All of these are future proof as long as human existence can continue. Okay, none of them are going to be outdated. Approach may change, and there can be new concepts coming in, new developments, new rules are coming in, but nevertheless the subjects will remain and they will be taught, and work will some work will definitely happen towards those things. Okay, let's come to the next slide. This is all about education. Which kind of education you must go for. Now, here one thing must be told, that when you are talking about education, you are talking about the domain you will be working. This is your core specialization. You are going to develop some kind of specialization on a particular subject. So this is very important. Your academic background is going to be very, very important. In real life, we often see that people have learned something in their past or in their academic tenure, and they're working in something else. I myself is an example of that. I have worked on the technology side from the very beginning of my career, but I have studied biology and still hold interest on that particular subject. So currently I am working on both of them. So here I am saying that educational qualification is your core specialization, and knowledge changes with time, and hence upgrade your knowledge with new findings and concepts that will make you future proof. This is very important thing. Okay, future proof. You can become future proof if you continuously upgrade your knowledge, update your knowledge. You try to be curious about recent developments about the subjects you have worked upon, and then only you can become future proof. So that is very important, and you need to be concerned about making yourself future proof as much as possible. Now next comes the skill development. Here the skill development, actually this, when we talk about skill development, we talk about general skills and specialized skills. So when we talk about general skills, we talk about command on a professionally spoken or written language. So whenever you will go for a work, definitely you need to know the language in which you will like to communicate in your professional field or wherever you work in your workplace. You will like to talk, you will like to discuss things, and you will like to communicate your messages. You may have to conduct workshops, you may have to conduct conduct presentations. So you need to be well versed with the language that is professionally spoken or used in that particular area. In our case, obviously it is English. Now the next thing is that command on a local or regional language. Why this is important? Because suppose you are working in West Bengal and people are talking in Bengali, and if you do not know Bengali, then you will have to speak in English or some other language. Now people may not become comfortable with you. They may consider you as an alien or someone who has come from outside and who don't belong to their group. So if you want to become one of them in your work area, your workplace, obviously you will have to know the local language, and it is an advantage to you. Now the next thing definitely is basic computing skills. These are like office kind of softwares. We call it productivity tools or something like that. Productivity tools. So like MS Office, MS Excel, PowerPoint, many other tools are there. You can know special tools also. And then you have to also, because today AI is continuously becoming popular, and we care about time, how fast you can work. So you have to know what are the tools which are relevant for your work and supported by AI. Like we can consider ChatGPT or Grok or maybe DeepSeek if you want. So you need to know how to use them. You may have to work on certain kind of things a lot, like on Excel or on some kind of presentation. You have to make presentations often. So you may be using something like Gamma, or there are many other tools. I use Gamma for creating presentations, and then there are many other things which can be useful to them. These are known as productivity tools. These are general tools or general skills you need to acquire. One needs to acquire. Okay, and you have to be good at them. Okay. Now, the next part is about skill development on the special skills. This is all about your domain related tools. Suppose you are working on statistics or mathematics. You need to know certain things which are helpful while working on statistics, like Python can be useful, SPSS can be useful. Then you may be you will like to learn Excel, because there are a lot of things which can be done with statistical operations which can be done on Excel itself. Then if you are working on, say, app development, suppose you are working on the IT side, you may be you should know how to get your programs created using AI related tools, or you should be knowing about how to deploy, how to create, how to use various kinds of integrated development environment or IDEs. You should know about like Eclipse. Then there can be NetBeans and many other IDEs may be present, which you may be like Dev C++. Depends on your requirement actually, what you will be liking to use. So you may be using Jupyter. Jupyter is an important tool. Spider, PyCharm. These are important tools for Python. If you are working on R is a statistics related programming language. You may be interested in learning RStudio. Okay, then you have to know about the packages which are important, which come with those libraries and packages which come with these development related softwares. Then you come to AI tools that are used for your profession. Like in my case, I'm giving you an example that I often use. I develop I am working on song making, music production and other things. So I have some kind of, this is my hobby, you can say. But there are plenty of tools which are available for music production, and most of them are AI supported tools. Today, if you have to work on the musical side or you have to write songs, there are plenty of tools which can help you out in writing lyrics, creating backing tracks, combining them into proper way, mixing them. Then you may be using certain tools for production, for mixing, mastering, and many other reasons. You will be using those softwares. Like FL Studio will be using many plugins which are having AI support. So you may be using those also. This I have I told you on a specific kind of profession, which is a music related profession. If you are working on art, then there are many things like Photoshop, then Adobe products which are available. There are many non-Adobe products which are available for making those artworks. You should be knowing how to make arts with manual effort, and you may be using, initially you may be doing certain part of the things manually, and then you may be turning them into more interesting designs by using AI. So partly you are supported with AI. So you should know how AI can support you. Today it is very important that you must make AI as part of your study. It's very important. And if you do that, then you make yourself more future proof. So that is the whole thing I wanted to discuss about. So we discussed about the education and the skill development side. There are many other things which we can discuss later about how to promote yourself on the educational, on the make yourself employable. That is a separate subject, and which is obviously it is interconnected, but we'll discuss it in a different session, different occasion. So I'm stopping here and closing the discussion here itself. I hope this approach will help you out in deciding about what to do for your profession. And truly speaking, I am a teacher and I help my students with my own thought process to develop their career and help them on various in various sides to continue their career using AI related support. That's the thing. Thank you.